and went back to California. Poor Lee Majors had the hardest time trying to sell that house after that. It took him 5.5 years to sell that house. No one wanted to buy a house with that faucet in it. Well, I think you're the only one that's awake, sir. Look at that concrete house up forward on the right side. Built to withstand a Category 5 hurricane. As a matter of fact, the windows are bulletproof. The roof is 5 inches of poured concrete. Solid, solid, solid. Took the place of 2 smaller houses, because that's what they do here. They buy smaller houses and build these mansions. The house on the right side, the owner's name is John Herma. He bought that house as a guest home only. That is a guest home. He also bought the empty lot to the left of it. He's going to build his house on the empty lot, tie it into the guest home. John Herma is the owner of Kohl's department store. Every single one of them. There's something like 412 in the country, 62 of them right here in Florida. Well, I don't know if you get the picture, but it seems as though the actors, actresses, some of the singers are on the right side of the boat. The large corporations, owners are on the right side of the boat also. Look at the houses on the left side. You know who owns those? They're lawyers and CPAs. That's who owns those. Speaking of large corporation owners, the house on the right side, they own Waste Management. Every bit of it. They own Waste Management, the largest refuse collection company in the world. The boat that's pointing at us on the right side of the canal, that is their company boat. The name of that is Business Stinks. Waste Management. They bought that from Wayne Huizenga, a local businessman. He's a gentleman that got a $5,000 loan, bought one garbage truck, drove it himself. What it was called Republic Energy, Republic Waste. Turned that into a $2.2+ billion enterprise. Wayne Huizenga's first house in the city of Fort Lauderdale is coming up on the right side. The corner property, it goes down on the left side of the canal, including the first rodeo you see. It takes up 2/3 of the whole street. Call that phone number. Give Julie a call. They're anxious to sell it. Wayne did buy a new house. He bought it from Michael Egan, the gentleman that started Alamo Rent-A-Car. When Wayne owned this house, it's called House in Victoria, I was a neighbor of his. I owned a house immediately to the left. Immediately to the left was my house. Not the peach-colored house. Mine was the little white one. Taxes. Remember earlier I said it's their beautiful house. It's a beautiful house. Look at the house on the corner left side. Looks like it should be in South Carolina. It is. It's here. It's the 4th house that's been there in the last 10 years. The first 3 they tore down. It was spectacular. That house is and someplace he was one fish double dog, which now holds the Blue River Parliament behind Canadian waters. Amongst other things, Wayne Huizenga owns, he owns Alamo Rent-A-Car. He bought that from Michael Egan because Michael Egan was retiring. Michael Egan also wanted to downsize. And Michael Egan built the house on the left side and everything you see out to the corner. Another 193 feet around the corner. Well, Michael Egan is retiring. He also told Wayne Huizenga that I would like to downsize in my property too. Would you like to buy my house? Wayne said, sure, sounds like a good idea. $18 million later, we call that Wayne's World. And he is frequently out there on the dock waving at us as we go up and down the river. Now here's something interesting. Look at the pool. You'll notice the center of the pool is lighter in color than the perimeter. Every bit of that pool is done with little itty-bitty mosaic tiles. Every bit of it. The 3-tier bell tower also has a jacuzzi on the second floor. Christmas is coming, remember? These people do. They started decorating for Christmas 5 weeks ago. By the time the Christmas boat parade comes around and all the way through the beginning of January, that house is going to be lit up in an evening with all those figures animated. Also, as the first 2 alligators you get to see today, look on a rock pile. Green alligator on the right side. Oh look, the brown alligator has Santa's hat. I wonder what happened to Santa. Uh-oh. Guilty as charged. Those alligators have not moved in 36 years. Haven't moved in Muslim. They've even been there through hurricanes. By the way, just as a footnote, that house and property, that was built and owned by the people that own Taco Bell. Someone was mentioning, I wonder what size house Michael Egan knows now. Because he sold that house back there to Wayne. The house on the right side is his new house. That's what he downsized to. When I grow up, I hope I can downsize like that. I hope it'll grow up. Parking lot on the right side, big grassy parking lot is for a church. But proof that you're doing anything in Fort Lauderdale, my water. Tie your boat up to the seawall Sunday morning and go to church. Quite the way to do it. You can do anything by water. About that later. I mentioned Chuck West earlier, the owner of Pet Supermarket. On the right side is his second house in the city of Fort Lauderdale. He sold it to the owner of Running Horse Farms. That house was fine when he had a 74-foot boat, but he sold that, got a 164-footer. He did what I would do. Keep the boat, sell the house. Simple. One of my other duties, and I enjoy doing it, is a chef. This house on the right side is my third favorite house. Main reason is because on the center of the house, from the center of the house, on the ground floor, everything to the left is a gourmand kitchen. That kitchen is so large it should have its own zip code. That's how big it is. Last night I saw the owner of the house walking around the house like this with the GPS in his hand. He was trying to find pots and pans. So we got a picture of his. Okay, first class at Botany 101. Look on the left side, forward left side, the tree that's hanging out over the wrought iron fence. Big pretty green tree. That is a Gumbo limbo tree. I call it the tourist tree. The reason I call it the tourist tree is because the bark is red and always peeling, just like some of the poor fortunate tourists. Use your sunscreen. Up ahead of us where the Regal Sport Boat is, that is the 1926 Needham House, built for the Needham family. Later purchased by John Robert Powers, he turned into the John Robert Powers School of Modeling. So what that means is on the weekends when the models were in that yard sunning themselves, all the boats going up and down the river would break down right here and stare at the models. I'm